This is how I come up with ideas for haircuts and everything, just so I can see how things fall immediately. And what I've done is I've already got a fringe in this mannequin, so I've just basically from recession to recession drew a circle where I've got all that fringe isolated. From just behind the ear on both sides, I've just gone up to probably the point between the crown and its occipital bone, like bang in the middle there. So the occipital bone is where that one's sitting, the crown is where the ponytail's sitting, but my sectioning pattern is probably, yeah, like bang in the middle of there. So if you were to look, occipital bone, crown, bang in the middle, that's where I've sort of taken that through, and then I've just taken all this together all the way back. So we've got a ponytail which is sort of 90 degrees from the head, 45 degrees from the head, and then 90 degrees from the top, or if you look at it from there, what, 180 degrees, something like that. So what I want to do is I just grab my scissors. This is how I come up with haircuts, and I just have a look at how things sit, sectioning patterns, what could we achieve by it. So if I look at, say with this, if we wanted to, I know we're going to a little bit of root drag there, so we're going to maintain a bit more length around the bottom. So looking at where this sectioning is, it could be a little bit of like a rough shag, butterfly cut. It could be a little bit of a butterfly cut because how we're pulling all the way back, maintaining all that sort of shape and that. And the fringe, I think I'm just going to use this as a way to bring the hair all into one place and then cut it. So when it comes up, when it falls, it's going to fall more like bangs. So let me just clip this one out of the way, and then what I'll do is where I want this to sit, maybe like a little bit of a shag, butterfly cut, something like that. So if we bring this, say, to there, just on the client's collarbone, if you think where that will sit, so not too short, something bang in the middle. So if I pull that there and then pull straight out from the head, I'm just going to point cut this from here, just straight along through there. So that's sitting there. So nice and textured, nice and soft, because I've point cut that. And we know we're going to have some extra length there, so we're going to end up with a bit of a layer as such. Putting out 90 degrees from the head, up a little bit, we're going to be layering. This one here, so if we look at what we took off there, could we, so if we elevate this, yeah, right, let me get this here. So if I'm to elevate this section up to meet this and pull this straight back, that will give me a bit of a guide as to take off. So my guide underneath is, see if I can show you, it's about 1 inch. My guide's there, just below my scissors. That hair falls on top. So we want to be point cutting that again. Through there. Let that drop. So we're going to end up with layers and texture and everything through there. So let me just make sure this is all neatened up. Not too neat, I mean it is only a bit of an educational technique or tool, but yeah, it's going to soften off so we don't end up with any blunt lines. So we can see that's there like that. And then with this fringe, what I'll do is I'll pull back to the pony. So let me show you from the side. This to here, and then if I pull that right back to that ponytail where that point is, if I can just get that. Now there is a fringe in here already, but if I pull that to there, to that ponytail, and I take that off, that was a little bit pinged out there. But if I over direct this back, I know I'm not going to be taking length off through that front. It's probably just going to add a little bit more texture and shape. So this is in one take, so I'm not going to be editing this at all. So we can just see what it looks like. So pull this out, pull this out, you can see there. Let's pull that out. going to show that there. The bit you all love, not all of you, some of you. And then it does that. So I'm just going to try and get that parting out from the ponytail. So a brush, here's a brush. So I suppose it is a bit butterfly, isn't it? There we go. So that's just basically refreshed my butterfly haircut, if I'm honest. No hard lines or anything, I'll show you. That looked like a hard line there, but it's not, it's parting. So that's just where the ponytail was. Look. Bit Farrah Fawcett, I suppose. There we go, just refreshed that mannequin. But just showing you, we've placed those ponytails there, there and there. Didn't lose length really, maybe a little bit, but it's just added a few more layers to it. So when it comes to a sectioning pattern, what you can do is, this can all be pulled out 90 degrees from the head. That can then be elevated as a guide. This can be brought out straight, sort of like that. And then we can cut that in so you can see how those layers fall. So if we're doing it in salon, we pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. And then with that fringe, just overdo it right the way back and then point cut. And something like that. I wouldn't say do it in a ponytail in the salon, but what I'm saying is, it just gives you a bit of a visual as to what can be achieved with ponytails, just to have a look at having a bit of a mess around with mannequin heads. So I hope that's helped you. If it has, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you as always for watching. If you are new, hit the subscribe button, thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.